So in this video, I'm going to attempt to survive 100 days in the better Minecraft mod pack, which added over 200 mods in total. There is everything from new mobs, new structures, and even entire new dimensions. Now I have 3 goals I'd like to achieve by the 100 days. My first goal is to get a full set of infused Netherite armour. My second goal is to light the portal and enter the abyss. The abyss is a new dimension where tons of dangerous enemies spawn, including the warden. And my final goal is to kill the ender dragon. The ender dragon in this mod pack deals more damage and even has more health, so this is going to be a real challenge. And if you do end up enjoying, please make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing if you enjoy my content. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the video. Day 1. My friend decided to join me on the 100-day journey. I mined down some river wood, but I couldn't do anything with it, so I mined down some classic oak wood. Then of course I got myself a full set of stone tools. We spawned right into a village, which was so lucky. We mined down all of the hay bales for food. I found a room with a ton of bookshelves, which I took. And then we thought that we found the stronghold. We couldn't believe that we found it this early on, but after entering, it seemed like an underground village. It was so strange down here. I found this hallway that was for some reason covered in water, and there were a ton of villagers inside the rooms. Struxy told me that he had found a secret room, so I followed him. I had to kill this creeper in the way, and then I found a room with so many gold blocks. I made sure to grab every last one. On day 2, we were still down here in the underground village. I found a chest with a diamond sword and pickaxe. We had looted the entire village, so we decided to leave. We went looking around for a place to build shelter. On the way, we found these waystones which you could teleport with. We took them as they're definitely going to be useful later on. While running around, we found this huge city. I wanted to go check it out, but Strixie stopped me and said that we should probably get armor first, which was definitely a good idea, so I spent the rest of the day flattening out the land. On day 3, I was still flattening out the land while Strixie went out mining. I decided to build a house. I didn't have any stone bricks, so I built majority of the house with dirt, but we had shelter, so that's all that mattered. On day 4, we waited for all the iron to smelt. We both crafted iron armor, and then we headed into this weird city. Straight away, these witches spawned and started bowing us, and then went invisible. We were so confused. Strixie was getting attacked by a ton of invisible mobs, and he almost died, so I had to help him. And I almost died trying to save him. Day 5 to 6, Strixie wanted to show me the cave he found, so I followed him down. This cave was absolutely massive. I spent these 2 days exploring the cave and collecting a ton of ores. While searching around, I found this huge patch of diamonds. On day 7, I headed back to the mine and got a ton of obsidian for an enchantment table and a nether portal. I crafted an enchantment table and enchanted my full armor set. Struxy crafted an iron hammer for both of us. Now that we had this gear, we felt confident to enter the city. I looted one of the chests, and then a ton of witches spawned, so we ran away. We entered another building, and the amount of loot we got was insane. Day 8 to 10, we found this strange building and approached it. We found out that it's a pillager outpost, so I ate a golden apple and together we took out the pillagers. I looked down into the outpost and there were so many pillagers. There is no way we could fight that. We both got TNT from killing the pillagers, so I came up with the idea of bombing the pillagers, which worked very well. We managed to kill the remaining pillagers and looted the outpost. We found this huge outpost and approached it. Together we took out all the pillagers guarding the outpost. And then we went to enter the outpost, and my god, the amount of pillagers that came out was ridiculous. We made sure to run away as fast as possible. Day 11 to 15, we both decided to go mining and gear up. I actually found quite a few diamonds. While mining, I found ice ore, which gave me 2 frozen diamonds. I found this spawner, but the amount of mobs around it, I had to run quick. The mobs kept following me around the entire cave, so I had no choice but to leave. On day 16, I finally decided to take down this house as it was way too small and half of it was made out of dirt. I wanted to build something different to what I normally build, and I thought I did a pretty good job. On day 17, I placed down 20 bookshelves. We could enchant a level 30 already, which was crazy. I wanted to build a roof on the house, but I ran out of wood, so I mined down a ton of oak trees. With this mod pack, if you crouch and mine, it takes down the entire tree, which is super helpful. I then spent the rest of the day sorting out all of the chests as we had way too many items. On day 18, I placed down a ton of upside down stairs on the house. I do this quite a lot in my builds as it looks really nice. And then I built a huge roof. The house looks so much better with a roof. On day 19, Strixie gave me this really OP shovel he got from enchanting. I helped him flatten out the land as we planned on having a huge farm here in the future. I then placed down a ton of cobblestone stairs, which always makes a nice touch. Day 20. Me and Strixie decided to head into the Nether. We wandered around the custom biomes and we found what looked like to be a floating bastion. We decided not to enter as we didn't know what enemies were going to be waiting in there for us. We kept wandering around and found a normal bastion. We decided to enter. I realized that there's these poisonous mushrooms, which was not good. We looted a chest and then we headed down and looted even more chests. I had no idea why there were no piglins in sight. We finally found a piglin brew and luckily hit him into the lava. If you didn't know, mobs on this mod pack can be enchanted and even have potion effects. And that piglin had strength 3. If he hit us even once, we would have probably died. I took all of the gold blocks and while trying to cross the lava, this happened. Yeah, that was a close one. After that, we decided to leave the Nether and go back home. Day 21 to 23. I finally crafted myself full diamond armor. I enchanted it and got some pretty good enchants. Then we headed back to that huge pillager outpost that we almost died at before. I bowed all of the pillagers in the water, and then we took out all the pillagers guarding the entrance. After entering, these two massive robots attacked us. At first, I was terrified thinking they were going to one-hit us, but while fighting them, I realized that they hardly did any damage. We made our way up in the outpost and the loot was really terrible for all the mobs we killed to get in here. Right at the top of the outpost there were these two kings and my god, they did a lot of damage. The kings were too big to get down the stairs, so I just bowed them and it was pretty easy to take them out. And at the top the loot was pretty decent. Day 24 to 26, we decided to chill out and build some farms as we were running out of food. It was looking good so far. Half of our farm got completely destroyed and we had no idea how. And then we found out that tumbleweed destroys crops for some reason. So I built a fence that went all around the farms. On day 27, I found a sheep, so I built a pen for him. Trixie came with another sheep, which was perfect. We could get a sheep farm going now. I then made a trail that went from my house and all around the farms. Day 28 to 32, we felt like it was time to finally infiltrate the huge tower in our city. We entered and took out all of the spawners. We went up floor by floor, defeating all of the mobs in the way and destroying all of the spawners so they couldn't respawn. It was basically the same thing every single floor, so I'm not going to show all of it. We finally reached the top and the view from up here was insane. Day 33, Strixie got this insane pickaxe from enchanting. The only problem is that the pickaxe durability drained extremely fast. I had to check if this pickaxe worked on obsidian, which wasn't a great idea. I then enchanted a bow at level 30, getting flame and unbreaking 3. I had one more go and got this insane bow. Day 34 to 39, Strixie and I wanted to get ourselves some horses as it would be much faster to travel around. We ran straight through the city as we hadn't ran in this direction before. We ran thousands of blocks and didn't see a single horse in sight. We found this sign that pointed towards two directions. Being curious, we had to go find out what was there. It turned out to be a village. I took all of the hay bales as we were running out of bread and I saw these huge giraffes, which was pretty cool. We left the village and decided to run in the other direction now. After running over 1,000 blocks, it turned out to be a pillager outpost. There were so many pillagers, luckily I had my bow on me so I didn't even have to get close to them. There turned out to be basically nothing here, so it was a massive waste of time running here. Day 40 to 43, I already had a looting 3 from the city near my house. We decided to go to the Nether and farm up some blaze rods ready for when we find the stronghold. Strixie already knew of a location of a fortress, which was perfect. We found a blaze spawner spawner and grinded a ton of blazes. After killing many blazes, an armored blaze spawned and the amount of health this thing had was ridiculous. He dealt a lot of damage as well. We just about managed to defeat him together, and then straight away another armored blaze spawned, and we knew we couldn't kill another one, so we decided to run away. We found some nether wart, which was perfect, and as we were about to go home, we found this white biome. There were so many bone blocks here which we took, as we could grow all of our farms with it. After getting about a stack of bone blocks, we left and went home. On day 44, I headed back to the nether and farmed quartz for XP. I was still using a regular iron pickaxe, which was very bad. Once I had 30 levels, I enchanted a pickaxe and got efficiency 4 on breaking 3, which was very good. Day 45 to 50, I crafted a ton of beds for me and Struxy. Then we both headed into the nether. We both mined down as we were going to bed bomb in the nether for ancient debris. In my opinion, bed bombing is definitely the best way to find ancient debris. While bed bombing, I found a nether mine shaft. I ran around and looted all of the chests. I found my first ancient debris in this mineshaft, and then I found a chest with a mending book. I couldn't believe it. I definitely looted most of the mineshaft by now, so I left and went back to bed bombing. I exploded to bed and then just saw a ton of lava flow down, which wasn't good. I had run out of fire res by this time, so I had to mine down as fast as I could. And down here, I randomly found ancient debris, which was so lucky. I met up with Struxy as he found this goblin trader. You could get so many items trading with him, but most importantly, you could get extra netherite scraps. And of course I had to take that deal. We both had enough netherite for full netherite armor, so we left and went home. Day 51 to 57, we went back to the nether again, this time to build a pigman farm. I built the farm and then angered the pigman. The farm worked and all, but the problem was hardly any pigmen spawned here, I think because of all the nether biomes. So the farm was pretty inefficient, so I went back to mining quartz. I enchanted an entire new diamond set, and crafted 4 netherite ingots and then upgraded my entire armor set to netherite. Day 58 to 60, Struxy got both of us skeleton horses. They were kinda slow, but I guess it was better than walking. We split ways and went looking around for a flower called Lauren. You need Lauren to craft unstable obsidian to get into the abyss dimension. The cool thing about these skeleton horses is you could swim in the water with them. I crossed the entire ocean with this skeleton horse, and there was Lauren right here, which was perfect. I ran around and collected as much as I could. On day 61, I crafted a ton of unstable obsidian, went to the nether, got a lava bucket, and crafted myself an abyss portal lighter. And then I made a portal to the abyss. On day 62, I went back to the nether to mine quartz for XP again. While running around, I found anthracite ore, which gave me even more XP than quartz. And it was much quicker to mine, so I grinded this until I hit 30 levels. I then enchanted a sword, as I definitely needed an upgrade, as we were planning on going to the abyss soon. I got looting 3 on the sword, which was a massive bonus. The only problem is the sword didn't have unbreaking, so I made a new sword. And with this mod pack, you can keep refreshing enchantments, which makes enchanting 10 times easier. I kept refreshing until I got unbreaking, and then I combined the swords together. On day 63, I combined mine and Struxy's pickaxe together to make a maxed out pickaxe. I wanted to put the mending book on the pickaxe as well, but it was pretty expensive, so I headed back to mining anthracite until I got 33 levels. I then put the mending book on the pickaxe. Day 64 to 70, we finally headed into the abyss. Straight away, we got attacked by this zombie, but he was only level 1, so he didn't really do much. We both decided to do some mining, as there are tons of custom ores that we needed here in the abyss. This pickaxe made mining 10 times more enjoyable. I found some unknown gems, which are quite rare, and they're used to craft this really good armor. After only about 5 minutes of mining, this pickaxe was already more than half to being broken. Luckily, I found a cave and mined a ton of coal, as it drops XP, which repairs my pickaxe. By the time I went back to strip mining, my pickaxe was almost fully repaired, which was nice. I found some garnite, which was new, and then a really strange room out of nowhere. It looked like a portal, maybe a portal to another dimension. I wasn't too sure, so I took the block so I could figure it out later on. After ages of mining, I finally found some abyss diamonds, and then some fire diamonds. diamonds. I don't know if abyss diamonds only spawn in certain biomes, but after getting my first patch, I kept getting more and more. While strip mining, I found this absolutely huge cave. There were so many mobs in here like this evil cow. My pickaxe was almost broken again, and there were so many ores here I could mine, but it was just too dangerous. So I decided it was better if I left. While mining away, I found this abyss mineshaft. I made sure to explore it as I didn't know if there was going to be some really good items here, but there turned out to be basically nothing, so I left and went home. These were all the ores me and Struxy got mining in the abyss. It was fair to say that we don't have to go mining anytime soon. On day 71, we both headed up to the top of the abyss. The top of the abyss is very dangerous. It's much worse than being underground, so we had to be very careful. While exploring the dimension, I got attacked by a level 4 soul guard. He did a lot of damage. He also had a lot of health and was immune to being bowed. I had to eat quite a few golden apples, but we managed to take him out in the end. Straight after we defeated the soul guard, this level 4 zombie spawned and attacked Struxy. He set me on fire with lightning, but luckily he was stuck, so we managed to take him out pretty easily. We decided we should go back home as it was just too dangerous up here. While making our way home, we got blinded, which was just awful. We both got home safely in the end, and Struxy gave me the ingredients to craft this unknown sword. I also upgraded the sword with a few ores that we mined. On day 72, I went back to the Nether and back to mining anthracite for levels. I wanted to enchant my new sword and also repair my pickaxe. I enchanted my unknown sword and got sharpness 4 and knockback 2, which wasn't too bad. Day 73 to 77, I crafted myself a full set of unknown armor. Unknown armor is a little bit better than netherite, and as we had tons of unknown gems, I thought I might as well. If I'd be honest, I couldn't even be bothered to get a ton of levels to enchant it, so I just put Unbreaking 3 on the entire set. I then crafted ender eyes as we were planning on finding the stronghold. Before we went, I crafted a ton of golden apples and brewed some strength 2 potions to be safe. I threw one of the eyes into the air and I didn't even know where it went, but luckily Struxy did. We kept following the eyes until we found this stone brick thing in the water. We wasn't sure if this was the stronghold or another one of them underground villages we found at the start of the video. We entered and went down the stairs. We walked through the corridor and went into this room, and my god, this place was absolutely massive. I took a ton of banners as they looked really cool. Then we both went searching around for the end portal. Once again, this place was absolutely massive. There were corridors everywhere that felt like they went on for miles. We searched around for the portal for so long that we thought maybe this isn't the stronghold. So we left and threw an eye just to make sure, and it went down into the ground, meaning it had to be. I found the library, and even this place was huge. I searched around for any chests and unfortunately only found one. I'm not even joking, it took about 30 minutes, but we finally found the portal room. I then placed down all of the eye of enders, lighting the portal. We went back home after lighting the portal so Struxy could gear up some more, and I accidentally put my blocks away, so luckily he brought some, otherwise we would have been stuck on that island. I took out all of the ender crystals while Struxy just watched as he didn't have a bow. The dragon came down to the ground, so I drank a strength 2 potion and we were dealing crazy amounts of damage to him. I went back to bowing the dragon. The dragon barely takes any damage in this mod pack. The ender dragon came down for the final time and together we took her out. Day 79 to 85, we both headed back to the end in hopes of getting an Elytra. I farmed up some endermen before going for ender pearls. Then we both pulled into the teleporter. I bridged across and looked for an end city. While searching around, we found this random structure in the sky. We had to go check it out. We were very confused by it and didn't really know what it was. We realized that it's 3 TNT cannons aimed at this obsidian thing. We tried letting off the TNT, but it didn't work, so we just decided to leave. After a very long time of searching, we finally found an end city. We entered the city and killed all the shulkers in the way. This sword was so powerful, I could kill shulkers in just 2 hits. We got into the main room and got a ton of loot. Unfortunately, this city didn't have a ship, so we didn't get an Elytra, but it's whatever. On day 86, I harvested all of my farms. As if I'd be honest, we both built all of these farms, and I hadn't even harvested them once. And I was running out of food. We had so many farms, it took me the entire day to harvest them all. Day 87 to 90. We headed into the Nether as we wanted to loot the floating bastion we found at the start of the video. I built up to it, and then drank my strength potion, as I didn't know how much damage the blazers were gonna do. Thankfully, they were pretty easy to kill and they didn't do much damage at all. There was not a single chest in this bastion. The only thing I found was this ore. You could make armor and tools out of it, but it was not as good as what we had now, so it's pretty pointless. Day 91 to 95, I crafted these greater eye of enders and then headed back to the end. I wasn't giving up on getting an Elytra. With this mod pack, there are greater eye of enders which show you where end cities are. I crafted the wrong eye and was wondering why it wasn't working. Yeah, I'm pretty stupid. It took me about 10 more minutes to finally figure out that I was using the wrong eyes the entire time. To craft the right eyes, I needed chorus fruit. Luckily, while bridging across, I found this mineshaft with a ton of chorus fruit. I threw the eye into the air and it told me that there was an end city only 1,000 blocks away. I found the end city and the first thing I saw was the ship, which was amazing. I wasn't even bothered about looting the end city. All I cared about was getting an Elytra. So I built up onto the ship. On the ship, there was this strange slime that stole my sword and my shield and started attacking me with it. I almost died here. I don't think I even killed the slime, but he disappeared, so I went to the bottom of the ship and took out the spawners, looted the chests, and most importantly, got myself an Elytra. The Elytra already had mending and unbreaking 3 on it, which was amazing. There were so many phantoms flying around, I thought it'd be a good idea to climb on top of the ship and grind them out for phantom membrane, which was definitely not a good idea at all, as you'll see from this. After that, I was happy with my Elytra and just wanted to get home. Day 96 to 100, one of my goals in this video was to get infused netherite armor. And for that, I needed to kill these spiders in the abyss. So of course, we went hunting in the abyss for these spiders. After ages, we finally found one which blinded us. I grinded so many of these spiders with this looting 3, and I got enough slime to make the armor. So I went back home, unenchanted my netherite armor, crafted myself a full set of abyss armor, and crafted myself some infused netherite armor. And here we are, 100 days survived in crazy modded Minecraft. I hope you all really enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it as it was something different, and there's just so much content in this mod that I could possibly make a 200 days if you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a comment down below if you're interested in seeing a 200 days. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you made it up this far, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.